Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
All right. Hey, guys. Welcome back to the show. I'm your host, John Harcar, and I'm here today with Kyler Kropf. And what we're going to talk about is, besides his journey in business and real estate, we're going to talk about how he's building affordable housing. Guys, remember, at Investor Fuel, we help real estate investors, service providers, and really all real estate entrepreneurs 2 to 5x their business by providing tools and resources to grow the business they want to have and in turn live the life they've always dreamed of. So Kyler, man, welcome to our show.
Thanks, John, for having me on the show. I'm super excited about today's topic.
Me too, man. I love talking about anything real estate, but especially affordable housing now because there's so little really of it left in many places. But before we kind of get into all that, jump into the weeds, why don't you tell our audience kind of a little bit about you, your background in business and real estate, and kind of what got you to today?
Absolutely. Would love to. Well, I'm from a small town. My name's Kyler, 26 years old, built 4 companies, currently building a modular and tiny home company. We currently do around 400 homes manufacturing. But what got me started is I dropped out of the 8th grade. I worked on a farm for my dad for the longest time till I was about 6 years old. After I dropped out, I was 14 when I dropped out. Always worked on the farm, always had a heart for, doing something bigger, doing something more with myself, but never knew exactly what that was going to be.
Right.
Out to Albuquerque, New Mexico, worked for my uncle for about 6 months on roofing. I didn't like that. I said, hey, I need to go back home and start me a company. So I went back home. In 2019, I founded Saddlebrook Life, which we're in DeKalb, Texas. We started building backyard sheds. So I went, currently making $250 a week. I said, well, that's not enough money, so I need to make some more money.
Yeah, right.
Went and looked at the neighbor's shed. I decided how to build it, went to Lowe's, bought the lumber, and built it in 2 weeks, sold it, and I'm like, okay, now I got to deliver it. So I figured out how to deliver it, and then we kept on building those things. COVID hit in 2020. My brother started coming helping me. He's 24 at the time. He was 21 at the time. And we started building sheds, and then all of a sudden, after COVID hit, people wanted these DIY projects, like finishing out their own stuff behind, backyard ADUs, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And we started building those things out. COVID was crazy. We had massive growth. We grew the company from about 1 million a year to 7 million a year. We kept on growing, and we kept on scaling it. We went from, in 9 months, we went from 7 to 15 million in under 9 months in sales.
Wow.
So we figured out, okay, there's a big shortage in the modular and the tiny home affordability, but in custom stuff. So we started, after that happened, we've been scaling ever since 2019. We've built over 2,000 some homes in the affordability. We've helped investors build communities, which is what we're doing now, bring ROI. We've invested in our own real estate, into single family and these that we built. So we just been on a journey of growth, figuring out along the way of what does the industry really need and how can we help investors? How can we build a portfolio for ourselves?
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
So you started out just building sheds, just basic, regular sheds. How did you learn to build a shed? I mean, now you probably, you can look at it and probably know how to build it, but how did you kind of learn that process and then grow it into a business?
So I went to the neighbor. There was across the yard from where I lived, there was a neighbor's shed. And I went over there, counted all my lumber. I got me a material list, went to Lowe's, bought the materials, and in 2 weeks I had a shed constructed. I don't know how.
And just copied the way that was built.
I just copied it.
Okay. So then now with, are you now building ADUs in the back, or are you still building sheds? What does your business look like now? What are you doing now?
So in 2024, we completely got out of the shed industry and moved right into modular housing. So It's it's an off-site built home that we deliver to a property. We put on a concrete slab, and then it's part of your property.
Oh, very cool. Do you do all the plumbing and do all that stuff too?
We do everything from A to Z. We're a one-stop shop. You buy the home, we deliver it in-house. We connect your plumbing, your septic tanks, your concrete pads, your roads. We do everything for an individual or an investor.
Love it. So as you turn this one-time thing into a big business, it sounds like, what were some of the beginning struggles you had? What were some of your growing pains that you overcame, and how did you overcome those?
Absolutely. Great question. And this is one of the biggest things as I learned as a leader growing. We have over 110 employees now. As a 26-year-old going through, I have no GED. I have no diploma. I dropped out of 8th grade. And I figured out early in life that I need to surround myself with people that have GEDs, that have the diplomas, that have the college degrees. And I had to learn out how to communicate and to delegate. In order for my team to grow and my company to grow, I had to get around smarter people. And John, the biggest thing is building a team. I've learned out how to communicate to my team, how to create a vision so strong that now we move people in from all over the world, all over the country, from New York to California to Arizona, just to come work for our company because of the vision that us leaders have, and we're super excited to be able to be in this space. I'm super passionate about it.
Yeah, it sounds like you are. So, as you're growing, how did you know how to bring on, how did you bring on all these employees? Did you do any specific hiring tests, like the predictive index, all that? How are you finding the right people in the right seats for your business?
So I go back to, in order for you to lead people, you have to lead yourself first. So in 2021, the company, we just about went bankrupt. We were on the verge of it. And we met a coach that was driving past one of our dealer locations. She called us and said, "Hey, I'm looking for a tiny home." She ended up helping us get out of that. That was the year we grew substantially. But it wasn't until I figured out how to lead myself and how to get around the right people that have done it before I did it. And I wasn't scared to invest. I wasn't scared to be coachable. I was willing to do whatever it takes to grow a company, to listen, to be able to humanize people. I think that a lot of leaders don't know how to humanize their people. They don't know how to put systems and processes in place. They don't know how to get information in here out on paper, like creating a playbook in order for them to take their company to the next level. So we're just on the verge of creating a $100 million business, but the biggest thing that was holding me back was me. I had to learn how to delegate and how to really lead with vision, with confidence, which I call the 3 C's: certainty, confidence, and clarity. If the leader doesn't have clarity around their goals, if they're not 100% certain that their product is going to change the customer, and if they don't have any confidence, you're never going to go in the world. Because I hire people, we hire anywhere between 3 to 5 people a week, which is virtual and production people. So I have people flying
If you're looking for consistent, high-quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency. It's the most sophisticated, data-driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
Moving in from all over the world because they want to be a part of something that's bigger than themselves. We're not just a movement of affordable homes. We're creating a movement of building people. And that's the biggest thing that I've learned in leadership is if you lead yourself and you have a vision big enough that fits everyone's vision inside of your company, you will start attracting the right people. And you have to become attractive. Your energy is attractive. So it's honestly not just one thing, John, of what we're doing, but it's being around the right people, investing in yourself. I always say, if you can't invest in yourself, why would someone else invest in you?
Right.
And that was the big person that I
100%. You know, I mean, obviously, you know, the mastermind concept of being around the people that have done or where you want to go because they'll show you the mistakes not to make. So what mistakes do you see people make that, you know, when they're trying to build a team and they're doing it the wrong way?
I think it comes down to analysis paralysis, or they don't have the right blueprint in order for them to grow. They just don't know what they don't know. Like it's so easy to grow a team if you have the right information. I feel like, you know, there's a lot of coaching out there. There's a lot of people that are saying, hey, do this or do this. I think you just have to forget about the analysis paralysis and go into it and know that you're going to mess up. You're going to learn from it, but keep growing a team and have a strong culture. I say always, like, our culture is strong because, number one, I have core values and I have culture values. When a person comes in, they can read my 39-page playbook and know exactly what our mission is, what our values are, what our core values are, and what we stand for. People always want to know, what does this company stand for? And we're just extremely strong on those core values and what this company and where this company is going. So I feel like if you're not building a team in 2025, you're going to get left behind. My marketing team is about 30. I have 30 people on my marketing team, and having the right leaders underneath you is the key to building a bigger company. I don't personally run my marketing team. I lead my leaders, which I have 5 leaders that I lead, and they lead the people underneath them. So I'm always valuing to those leaders. So it's like I said, again, it's not just one thing, but that's one thing that I feel like is holding people back from growing teams is because of the information they just don't know, or they're just scared to.
And you mentioned this one person that kind of, you know, that lady that needed a tiny home, and I guess she kind of maybe would mentor you, I guess you can call it. But where did you learn all these different, you know, this different stuff? I mean, for your age and be accessible you are, I mean, you have a different mindset than a lot of other people that I even know that have good businesses, and it's not about the leadership part. It's about monetarily growing, right? So where do you think you attribute this thought process to?
No, it's more than just one thing, but if one word comes to mind, it's kingdom mindset. You know, I have an abundance mindset that whatever I do, I attract. And the energy that I mean, it's not just one thing. I've spent over $750,000 in myself in personal coaching and just getting in the rooms, getting around that information. Because I always say, you want a new life, get new information. New information has changed the situation that you're in, and you have to be willing to invest in. I've paid $100,000 to get in a room to get the information to start changing the language of how I was speaking. So in 2022, I think the biggest moment. I've always grew up, you know, kingdom mindset, going to, you know, having God in my life and all that. And I just remember sitting down. I was on a coaching event. It was about $100,000 to be in this group. And I remember sitting watching a sunset, and that was the day that I said, you know, God, I'm going all in. I want whatever you have for me. And I just surrendered. And the number one thing that I always, you know, seek ye first the kingdom of God. And we have a Christ-centered, we're very open about our faith. We're very open about what we stand for. And I just feel like that attracts the right people in your company and the right people that you want to partner up with. So it's just the discernment that I have, that where God has taken us, He's opened up some God doors. You know, I talk about good doors versus God doors, and it's been an incredible journey. I know I'm only 26, but if I could go back, I've met some incredible people.
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
I've been in rooms that an 8th grade dropout, you would say, hey, why, most people were like, hey, you don't deserve to be in that room.
Right.
Well, God, that room, I don't, he's just putting me in the right room. So it's all glory to God. Honestly, it's not credit to me. It's all him. I've just got some amazing, I got to give it to my team. And my team is amazing. They put me in front of this camera to talk and I lead them. So it's an amazing journey that I'm on.
Amen, man. I love the story. I love the vision. So you already talked a little bit about what your team looks like. So what does your business look like right now? I mean, obviously you're focusing on the tiny home and module business, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Do you have plans to grow into, are you a nationwide company? Are you strictly in the Texas market?
So we're in the Texas market. We serve the four different states. So Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, and Louisiana. I have shipped into Georgia, Ohio, Arizona, New Mexico. We've done some pretty big deals there. We're getting into more of the tiny home parks, taking over the RV parks.
Mm-hmm.
We've got currently one going on right now where we're doing a little over 80 some tiny homes. So they're right around 700 square feet, 2-bedroom, 1-bath. So these are modular homes. So they come in off of, they're not on a frame. We build them at a manufacturer.
And put them together. Yeah.
Correct. So they're more like a stick-built modular home. So they're with the spray foam insulation. We 2x4s on 16-inch centers. So we're building a home that's going to last for a lot longer than a mobile home or manufactured home. We're building a home that if you're going 80 miles an hour down the road, it's going to stay in one piece. So we're building something that I would want to invest in myself.
Got it. And did you say you're converting mobile home parks to some of these tiny home parks?
RV parks. So
RV parks.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Are you finding more or any like specific regulations or anything that, are impeding, where you're putting these homes, or any type of like rules or laws that you have to abide by?
So I fall, my stuff is built up to UCR 2021 codes. So it's like, I can get into most cities. If I can't get in there, I figure out how to get in there. But there's just some places where you can't go, where a stick built has to be built on site, which right. I don't have a problem with. You just don't have the controlled environment that I have building them here. I can build a home, within 2 weeks. I can get a home out of my facility. I've got a big backlog right now, but it takes me about 2 weeks to build it here in a controlled environment. So we've seen where like some cities don't like it, but there's always a way around it. And there's always, once they see your product, our product, it stands up to any code. Like in Arizona, we had to send one out in Arizona and we had to put an R42 spray foam value on the wall. So I build custom. So whatever codes you throw at me, I'm going to build it up to those standards.
Nice. Okay. How much do these houses normally go for? How much what's your build cost and sell cost?
I've got homes that go anywhere from between 60,000 all the way to 150,000. So anywhere between, from an investor standpoint, depending on how big the deal is, you can spend anywhere from between $110 to $140 a square foot.
Okay. Why do you think there aren't many other people doing this type of affordable housing stuff?
I think it's new. I think that the investors are just now finding out about it. With the research that I have, we sell to a lot of B to B2C. We're trying to go more B2B, where we're selling 100 units. So a lot of our stuff is super custom. People want a cabin out by the lake, or they've got a property up in the mountains in Arkansas on a 2-bedroom, 2-bath getaway cabin. Right. We did a lot of Airbnb stuff. So that's what, a lot of people want that.
Okay, very cool. What you've had a tremendous track record of success. I mean, at a young age, what do you attribute what are your keys to success that have kept you and gotten you where you're at?
I think it's having the three C's: confidence, clarity, and certainty of where you want to go, and being able to pivot when God has you pivot. In 2023, we pivoted from sheds to modular home because I seen a pivot coming, that I seen a bigger need. So I just started a company two months ago. Hopefully it'll do seven figures this year. And not to brag, but it's all about how do you figure out where the biggest problem is and then go solve it. And
what's the new company you got?
It's a company where we do on-site work, like shops. We do concrete, septic systems, roads.
Okay.
And figured out how to do it fast and with quality.
Nice. What trends are you seeing out there in real estate now coming down the pipe in reference to your tiny homes or modular homes, those type of things?
I see in the modular housing space where that is becoming more popular because you can, buy from one company, you can get them shipped faster. They're built underneath a, controlled environment. If it's raining for 2 weeks, your build processes continue to go on. I see that the industry is going to get more, where they can get their investment starting to turn over faster for them. So if you can get a project done where it takes you a year to get done and you can get housing moved in 3 months or 4 months, you can start rolling in some money. That's where I see the industry going from what I'm seeing.
Okay. And if someone wanted to get into this type of business, right? They want to maybe start doing tiny homes, tiny home parks, whatever. How or what advice do you think you would give to them to really set them up for success?
Build a team. I mean, learn from people that have done it, and just know, like, anything that you start is not easy. They don't tell you all the systems you have to build, the hard work that goes into it, but nothing good is easy. And it's all about building company, building people, and knowing that, hey, this is something that you want to do. Want to be a part of such a big industry, which is the affordable housing, either the housing in general. I don't think that it's going to go away anytime soon. So there's so much business out there. You just have to get around the right people, or if you have a passion for it, start building.
Right. No, 100%. Any other words of advice you would give for anybody? Just say they want to get into real estate, or even any advice on mindset. It looks like you've got a good grasp on how to keep your mindset in the right focus.
Absolutely. You become what you think about all the time. And the biggest thing that I have figured out is I was always the person that would say, hey, one day I'm going to do this. One day I'm going to do that. One day I'm going to start that business. One day I'm going to hit the gym, or one day I'm going to start going out there and doing what my dreams are. And it's all about day one. Today is the day where you start changing your life. Today you start changing your mindset. Today, business is all about mindset and who you surround yourselves with. The movies that you watch, information that's going in your mind. If you knew how important your mindset was, you would protect it with all costs. So why are you still spending, listening to the things that are not advancing you to the next level? That, you keep saying, hey, I'm not making enough money, or my business is not growing. Words are life or death. So whatever you speak, what you're going to get. And my biggest thing is I've just learned to reprogram my mindset, because here's the thing. Your mind is the most important real estate to invest in. That's what people miss. They think that they have to go out there and spend $100,000 to get around coaching, when the information is right in front of you. You can go to YouTube and search how to start this business, or how to do this, or how to do marketing. So I don't feel like there's just one thing. But if I was to tell you that it's one thing, your mind is the most important real estate to invest in. Start investing
into it.
Start pulling back money, saving, investing. Because there's 4 seasons that someone goes through, which is springtime, summertime, fall, and winter. In the springtime, what people don't understand is the most important time to invest is when they're 16 to 25 years old. If you can invest in real estate and business and invest in stocks, you're going to be so much further ahead than anybody else in the marketplace. But here's what happens. The school system teaches people how to think and to not mess up, because the first thing that you do when you mess up at school, it's wrong. You get graded an F.
Right.
So you don't want to start failing. But the biggest lesson that I've learned is go do it and learn from your mistakes. Don't repeat your mistakes, but learn from them. and it's okay to mess up. It's okay to learn.
It's okay to
because
fail.
the biggest lessons are learned in the moments of failure, of going through a storm, because the storm is actually the thing that's going to propel you to the next level. So it's awesome business. I love business. I love people. I love building people. I love giving back. I'm big into, giving back to the community, and I just can't be more excited for what God has for us in this next season.
I'm excited for you, man. I'm excited for you. It looks like you got a great path. If I got some folks out there that are listening to this that maybe want to, find out more about, your business, what you do, how they can maybe get into it, or just kind of want to, talk about, or maybe buy some homes. I don't know. How do they get in touch with you?
Yeah, I've got Instagram, TikTok, I got all them, official Kyler Kropf. We'll put the links down below. And then I've got 2 podcasts that they can listen to as well. One on mindset would be the Young CEO podcast. There I only talk about mindset, on business growth, how to grow teams, how to build SOPs, processes. And then I'll have the Tiny Home podcast, where it's more Patrick Bet David, where it's more education on where we see the industry going and just insights on what we're doing and how we're evolving in our business.
Love it. All right. Awesome, man. I love your heart. I love your passion. I love your path. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the show. Kyler, I appreciate you coming on and sharing all this, man. I really, really do. You dropped some great nuggets. And I hope everybody out there, really took what they could out of this. And if they have interest, to reach out. Thank you again, Kyler. And I hope everybody enjoyed the show. Cheers.
Thank you, John, for having me. Yes, sir.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.